Alright guys, so we have finally made it safely to the city of Escalante. A lot of memories rushing in from my first time being here, and it's just as amazing, as beautiful as I remember it to be. We're going to be going around the sites in a bit. We're just waiting for the guy that's going to be showing us around, and I believe later on we'll be having like this courtesy call with the mayor, so really looking forward to that, just to get a little bit of info about the city and its history and all the places to go to and visit here in Escalante City. So till then, I'll check in with you guys later on. We just finished with our courtesy call with Mayor Yap, and the dude was such an amazing, accommodating, and hospitable guy that our trip here to Escalante is apparently taking a turn. So, completely off the itinerary, we're going to be visiting a couple of caves, I think, and going on a trail with the Ironman guys, so I can't wait. Excited to see what's going to go on within the day. We are now at the old Poblacion, which is like the old Escalante public market. So Escalante City, just like Sagay, is split up between the old and the new part, and the older part is usually where the coastal area is. So right now we are at the old Poblacion, or the old part of Escalante City, and over here I guess is where we would be finding one of the original makers of pan bisaya.
Muna siya ang kanang tinapay sa naunang panahon. Sa wala pa'y mga bikiri, mao na istorya kong lola. Sa wala pa'y bikiri, mao jud ni siya ang tinapay nato. Pas ni mama nako, ingkuan po siya ni mama niya. Na kami, ako yung suon po ko ni mama kay lantaw na ako maayo man pud siya. Makaginansya man jud ka, makabuhi kag pamilya.
Pila ka na naikato, obra sang
31.
Sang pan bisaya.
31 years na sa ako alang way labot sa kong mama.
Wow.
Way labot sa kong pagkabata ba. Tubig, dason dryest, asin, sugar, ug margarine. Maura na siya, wala ingredients na lain. Wala mga preservative, wala mga dobrim, wala mga wala anang mga breed improver, wala. Ang butong, mo ni siya ginakagod, pero kung kuan, gibukayo din siya.
Pila man bali-baligyan nyo sang isa ka?
Tag 5 peso lang, sir.
5 on isa. So, bili, no?
Oo.
May 20 ka, busog ka na?
Busog ka na.
Ito diya tinapay.
Gatunaw sa baba ba? Kumukumok.
Basta taga Batangas, dilaw siya ba? Ganyan nag-tour sila. Siya parang tinapay nga. Kanya pag tilaw niya, "Uy, tinapay talaga!"
Oo, tinapay.
Oo, bigyan. Namat namin.
Kung kisa magdala, mag-ubra ko wala bukayo. Kay amo na po ang kuaning mayor wala bukayo. Kay
So, tinapay lang?
mamatsagan mo, kana nami, tilawan mo na ka ng bilog. Why na po sa bukayo?
Gani, miski ano.
Pero ang tinapay lang, ang tinapay.
Ang kanabaya ka na, wala na siya bukayo. Namit na siya.
Kaya
Basta
actually ang
wala
bukayo, do same man ang sa sabor sa iban nga do feeling nga bukayo, pero ang tinapay gidya. Ang tinapay
ang iya do,
kapanamit siya.
batsagan mo ang sabor sa do.
Alright guys, so we just finished up with our Pan Bisaya experience, and just across the market where we got our Pan Bisaya is the St. Francis of Assisi Church, or what is left of it pretty much. It has a lot of history behind it, so let me go find somebody who could tell me a little bit more about it.
Gini ginhimo gini sa mga tipo pakasila.
Okay.
Kaysa una baybay mo lang. Di ang mga kuan sa mga tigulang magdala ko ng bato. Tapos amo ni mga bato
So
kaysa
halin sa baybay, gindala diri mo to.
baybay mo diri sa hindi
Tubig gina diya.
tubig gini di sa. Magkalot ka gani dito bubon. Daw isa ka dupa may tubig. Ang bati nako nga ang ila hindi siminto. Itlog kag apong.
Itlog,
Oo,
okay.
itlog. Amo na ilang gikamong. Why ni siminto mo? Basta naguba ni siya sa 1965. Pero sa 1960s, kay pag-abot sa Dutch, amo nang pagtukod nila kay maghimo mo sila, maghimo nila ila simbahan. Pag 65, pag sinyang, amo to na nabukas ang atok.
Sindang bagyo ni sa.
Sinyang.
Okay, okay. So bag uni siya maguba, gintindog na ni nila.
Oo.
Okay, nasugura naman sa nga daan.
Pero bali pag humansang bag-o, dito na tanan.
Oo.
Dito na tanan. Tapos,
Hindian
iniya nang hindi pa to sa guba.
Hindi pa. Pag
naguba sa pagbagyo
65
na
na pag
lang.
sinyang.
Yo, so check this out, dude. This thing is like straight up out of a movie set. If you see the swinging doors on the sides and the way this place opens up, this is like a photographer's dream right here. Hello, may hapon. May hapon, ma'am. Yo, check this out. This is unbelievable. You could tell by the walls and the pillars of the church that this was definitely like pristine back in its day. You know what? There's like such a beauty in ruins for some reason, right? I don't know if you guys share this sentiment, but there's just something so beautiful about a place which shows obvious history behind it. We are actually going off the road right now, and I'm hanging out here. We had a little change of car assignments. We got Bam right here, and I'm riding with Sir Spitzy, one of the main men for Ironman Philippines, and we got Justin over here. He's like the official videographer and the man making sense with a lens for Ironman. So, because of Mr. Spitzy's congeniality skills, Mayor Yap will actually have us go around a couple of caves here in Escalante, which again is totally off the itinerary. So we're kind of stoked to check that one out. Alright y'all, so this is where our little adventure, our little detour has brought us. We are here on the mountainside of Escalante, which is just like such a breathtaking view all over and all around, man. So we're gonna be going up and hike a little bit. It's gonna be like a 15-minute hike up to the cave that the mayor was mentioning. We should go check out. So let's go. Much to our dismay, it's an uphill climb. So, you know, I'm just gonna use this time to kind of just reflect on this because I used to do this a lot. Like before the pandemic, before everything hit, this was really one of my go-to de-stressors to sort of just like get lost, get off the grid, and explore places that you haven't seen before, go up mountains, see beaches that haven't been discovered yet. And this really takes me back, man. This is everything that I could hope for. I did not expect this today. This was supposed to be like a pretty easy day filled with churches, bakeries, but this is definitely a very, very welcome, unexpected twist to the day.
Ate, masugot ta.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get
Hindi
it.
lang side sir, kay hindi tani masiligan binito gabok.
Okay, okay,
Hindi na ta makapyot sa bato.
okay. So check this out, yo.
Isurbo ang step lang nga.
It's pretty steep here, and you kind of really have to watch your step. But this thing, this place right here is just absolutely majestic. It was like a 15-minute trek in mountain time, I guess, which means like 15 minutes of a pure uphill climb. But man, if you see this place, tell me this isn't worth it. I dare you to tell me that this spot is not worth it. It's just absolutely beautiful. And seeing the sunlight just reflect down on that sliver of space here is just something which is absolutely beautiful, man. Nature is, without a doubt, the best architect. Alright guys, so we have just made it over to the municipality of Calatrava. We were zigging and zagging for like a good hour and a half along the mountain. So we pretty much like cut through behind and went around the mountains, and now we are here in the town proper. So we're gonna wait up for our guide that's gonna be showing us around, and let's see what Calatrava has to offer. Alright everybody, so we have made it to our first stop here in Calatrava. We're gonna go check out the monkey sanctuary. It's like a good 10-15 minute drive from the town proper, so it wasn't really too far. So we are here at their multi-purpose function hall, and I heard that you could do like a couple of events and seminars over here. And what's weird and ironic, I guess, is that for now we're the ones inside the cage. So we're inside the cage just to kind of be able to separate ourselves from the monkeys, because they do roam wild and free over here, which is awesome to see, by the way. So let's go ahead and find someone to talk to.
Ang history gid sang una pagid ang mga amo dira gid na sa dalom. Hindi pa sila magpalapit sa tao. May asindero nga taga San Carlos, may asinda siya sa bukid dayon. May amo siya nga binuhi. Ginbuhian niya dira sa unahan dira balas may kahoy dao. Kada adlaw ginatagan niya pagkaon ang iyang nga amo nga ginbuhian dira. Ang ato to sa dalom nag-amat-amat sila saka. Kay may ara pagkaon sa babaw.
So nasugod ma'am isa lang gid
Oo, isa
tapos
lang
nagsunod na lang
Oo,
tanan niya
kay
iba.
dira na sila sa dalom gapuyo sang una pagid. Saka na sila gapalapit na sila sa
Okay.
tao.
Bale, among role ra gyud sir is pakanon sila. So, mobalik ra gyud sila diri. Ang among work diri nga i-balance ra ang mga monkeys ba. Eh, diri gyud sa local man sila, alangan man nato sila patyon nga this is their home ba.
Yeah. Oo. Kag I think kung di ko magsala, gajutay na ni sila eh. Gajutay
Oo.
because ang development,
Gajutay.
ang mga syudad, ginamat-amat na. Ila pa ni malay ba lang ginaguba na. So mo na siguro nga ate gatumpok-tumpok na sila amat-amat.
Di kag kuan ko pa min sa ron mo do ka rare bala nga butang nga may highway da. Tapos diriya may mga amo lang diya. Usually kung may lapit na development ang mga amo masaka na
Kapalayo na sila. Alright guys, so we are here at Naitai's place, and it's a beautiful place, literally on the side. We're like beside mangroves here, and we're surrounded by it actually. And I am excited to have lunch here. You totally would not expect it when you see the place from the road. But upon entering, it's like this other sort of mangrove sanctuary this time around. So let's go get lunch. Still here at Naitai's here in Calatrava, and while we're waiting, it just suddenly hit me. I had this like moment of reflection where it kind of reminded me, because as I mentioned earlier, Calatrava is usually a place that I either drive through or drive around. So I've never really heard much about the place. I don't really know much about it. But then again, you know, taking the time to stop and being intentional about being here has been such a memorable and rewarding experience, man. I mean, you know, there really is a form of reward, I guess, or there's just this priceless experience that you get if you go out and chase new experiences, if you go out and chase a first time, you know what I mean? Just go for it, because if you do get that new experience, it provides somehow the fuel for you to hope to have that experience again. So yeah. So I was actually expecting, when they were saying that we were going to the caves, that it would be somewhere like on the mountainside of Calatrava, but apparently we are by the beach, and now that we're at the cave, wow, this is freaking crazy, yo. So they were actually saying that inside the cave is where like the women of this area work to weave. So I'm not sure what they're weaving, but they did kind of tell me that they work inside the cave to avoid the sun, since the sun somehow makes the material a little bit more brittle than usual. So let's go check it out. We're seeing like world-class skill here from the weavers which are working inside the cave. So apparently they're working inside the cave. The cave was built for them to work in. So it's not a natural cave, it was a man-made cave. And it started out pretty small, but it got bigger and bigger as time went along. And I was pretty shocked actually to find out that the stuff they're making here actually makes it all the way to places like Hawaii, to Japan, and all those other stuff that she mentioned. But apparently world-class stuff being made here. Pretty awesome. So now we enter this alternate universe where it's the men shopping for bags. Ka mga loving husband ba? Happy ka man sa imo napili, sir?
Okay man.
Do ka ngayon na, do ka ga-compliment kita sa imong color, sa imong haircut.
Torch tanay ha? Pardo ka
Abe, side view dito tay. Okay. Ang ngayon. Do ka sexy?
Do may pagka-masculine.
Gagwa gid ang imo personality. So while there's pandemonium behind me, with boys, the guys shopping for bags, I'm just gonna explain really quick. So this spot right here, so from the caves, if that's where they do the weaving and all the pre-production, I guess this is where the post-production happens. So this is where they cut the product from the caves, they sew it together, and they sew on the zippers and all that other stuff, and pretty much just polish it to get to the end product quality that we're seeing here. So these things eventually go to like malls, and apparently also reach like overseas as well. So what's amazing as well is Ma'am Thelma, the owner of the house, pretty much acts like the bridge as well between the weavers and the end consumers. So, oh wow, check it out, man. So apparently they also torch the bags here just to really polish up and give it like a really smooth and clean look. Check it out. Nice. So now we know that these things literally stand the test of fire.
Asawa sa Iloy kag sa
Girlfriend.
sa asawa.
Sa asawa. Huling ka na spy cam namin.
Kadua ka sa na.
And that effort is just to assure nga you're getting fine grade nga coffee, na-meet nga coffee, ang insakto nga sabor.
Ang manumbalik is a rare occurrence of the balangon vine. It wraps around itself and goes down. And for the Ata tribe, it's superstitious and a rare occurrence, and it represents good fortune.
Dagdag ko baliko ko niya tan.
Kita ko kitang lagabong.
We are now here at the Brose Ancestral House. The beginning of this trek pretty much signifies the end of our season.